Douglas was an accomplished sailor, loved sailboats, loved working on boats, and loved everybody. Douglas didn't have a racist bone in his body. He was a good young man, loved everybody and always tried to help everybody out. Loved life. Life was precious to him. Loved to go sailing, surfing, snowboarding, snowshoeing with me up in the mountains, cross-country skiing. Was always there to help somebody when they needed help. Douglas has an 8-year-old son by the name of River that he loves very, very much. And he has 2 other brothers and 2 other sisters. His older sister Eden misses him tremendously, so do the rest of the children. And I know that my ex-wife misses him every day just like I do. They were inside a house looking out through open windows that had screens in front of them at my son. And they said they observed my son, his head bobbling back and forth because he was intoxicated. They gave him no verbal warning or no commands, and they opened fire on my son. I received a call from Douglas's friend, Dougie Blair, telling me that he believed that Douglas was shot on a stoop. I immediately went to the area and was all cordoned off and introduced myself to several of the police officers with my identification. I was told by one Sergeant Herzog not to call my family members, but against his orders I went ahead and called my family members before I feared that something really bad had happened. We didn't get the news till later on that evening that that was our son that had been shot to death. Douglas loved life, and he loved people. And I cannot believe that this has happened. At first it seemed so surreal that every fiber of my body was shaking and I was crying. And 9 months later, it's still the same way. Loss of sleep. How could this injustice have happened? The conspiracy of silence from Long Beach PD. No help from the city council whatsoever. My family went and talked to the city council and pleaded with them for their help, but they didn't hear us. They were more concerned in filing an appeal against the LA Times that wanted the names of the officers released. And the city council got together and agreed to file an appeal on this matter. This matter went to the Ninth Circuit Court, where the circuit court wouldn't even take a look at their appeal. Every day when I'm working, I can hear his voice. I miss him terribly. I miss his companionship. I miss everything about him. I hope that we can change the policies in Long Beach for shooting. Since Douglas's death, there's been 4 other shootings of questionable nature. Long Beach PD always has the same thing. They have no comment or wait till the investigation is over. But the investigation is never over. It continues. We haven't gotten any help from Long Beach PD or any help from the Long Beach City Council. How has my life changed? It's changed 1,000,000%. If you've ever lost a loved one, a family member, a child, then you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, put yourself in our shoes. To lose a loved one like this, shot to death, while minding his own business, not doing anything wrong against the law, not given any verbal commands. To find out how Douglas was shot is shocking,